YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the newly released HG Leo. Yes, we are finally getting some new HG kits from the Wing Gundam series, and this isn't actually the first new HG Wing kit we're getting, because I believe we had the Wing Gundams as well. So yeah, but we never actually got many kits. Grunt kits from the series, and finally we got the most basic HG Leo from the series. This came out, I guess Japan started selling these yesterday, and Korea got them to start to sell them today. So I just finished building this kit, and I'm pretty amazed by the structure and build of the kit. It's really, really simple, yet it provides a really good amount of articulation and qualities. Now, first of all, let's go on with our usual stuff. I'm going to start with the components and then show you guys the articulation. So let's get rid of the stand, and here we go. Now, first of all, what you get, of course, is the Leo itself. Nothing too surprising. And here are all the components. There are no polycap leftovers or no leftover pieces. And yes, I thought this kit was supposed to be, I thought this was a 0 polycap kit, but it does use a small amount. It only uses those small rounded ball jointed polycaps to connect the waist and certain other areas. So yeah, among them there are no polycaps besides those parts. Okay, first of all, what you get, of course, is its basic machine gun. Yes, we've seen this in the series, and it does have another side handle, so you can so if you want to make it look like holding in 2 hands, that's possible. And you are actually able to disconnect the ammo clip or ammo container in this case. So that's a very nice, interesting detail. And everything is color separated. The gray, the black, they're all separate pieces. No stickers. This kit does not actually give you stickers. I'm just gonna say that right now. You get 2 beam saber effects and 2 beam saber hilts. I got one right here. It's just a very basic gray beam saber hilt. And we have the shield and a shoulder connector. This, I believe some Leos, I remember some Leos actually holding the shield by themselves, which I assume this is that handle, which I think. And then you can either use this part to attach to the shoulder part and then have the shield, like, permanently connected to the shoulders. And then for the beam sabers, you can see one beam saber right over here. You can store the other beam saber on to the back of the shield if you want to do so. Alright, let's get on with the review. Now, first of all, let's talk about the articulation. Now, we're going to start with the head, and like I said, there are no stickers given with this kit, so for the visor, that's just a clear yellow visor, but I don't know, if you guys have like the leftover materials, I would suggest that you would put a silver sticker behind the visor, or color the inside like in a chrome silver, because while I was taking pictures with the kit, the visor, it didn't really show that glowy effect, so it kind of lacks that part, but oh well. And then the red part, those are actually separate pieces. I used to have the really, really old no gray 1:144 scale Tallgeese, and I remember like this part of the back of the head, which was yellow, was a sticker. This one is actually a separate red piece. Now for the head, those who know the Leo very well, and I believe this is considered anime accurate. The head does not move. It does not move, like, due to its design. It's not the kit limitation, it's because of its design, so you can't move the head. The main body, very basic. You have sort of an ab crunch going on like that. You can twist 360 if you want to do so. Oh boy, and then, yeah, I moved it a little bit there. And then there's another middle piece between the main upper body and the waist, so there's another piece right over there. Also, all these gray sections are all separate pieces. There's actually another a huge gray piece inside the main bodies because of these parts as well. Okay, now for the main shoulder. The shoulders can move forward and backward since they are connected to a ball joint inside a polycap right over there. Oh no, I mean not a polycap. Yes, this part is actually not a polycap. It's a plastic piece that's in the shape of a polycap. So yeah, this is actually plastic. So just letting you guys know. So that's that for arm. And okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, this part just fell off from the back. This part does not. I'm not sure if anybody else is having this issue, but mine doesn't really fit in well. It's kind of loose here. So, but now we have the hole, and I'm pretty sure everybody should know what this means. We're definitely going to get either a premium Bandai version of the Leo of the space equipment, or any other equipment that you can attach to the back, or we might get more option parts. Like considering when we saw the Iron-Blooded Orphans, we had the Manrodi, and then uh, there was a ground type Manrodi premium Bandai version, but they also did give out option parts to make the Manrodi. So I'm assuming the same thing, but this is just my assumption, so don't take it that seriously. Okay, so that's it. I'm just gonna keep that off because yeah, it's gonna fall off again. For the arm articulation, I showed the shoulder articulation. Arm articulation is very good. You have your typical 360 twist. Since it's on a ball joint, the arm itself can go 360. You have, well, I guess it's a double jointed arms or elbow. It's just the design that's blocking the process, and then you can go to the side about more than 90 degrees. And now it's kind of hard for me to demonstrate on the arms, but the way how they connect, how they did with the joints on the arms and legs are very interesting. Now they use a clipping system instead of like we would have a full entire inner frame in the arm, and then we would cover them up. This one, you make the arms separate pieces, and then you connect them using a clipping mechanism using the middle part right over here. So that which goes to the same leg. Okay, for the waist, there's not much to show. We got some thrusters, back, front, pretty much what you expect. And then the side skirts don't, well, they are side skirts, but they don't really move because they're connected to ball joints, but they're too small to move. And then for the sides, we have this part, the downside, I mean the lower part, it can open. Oh boy, I think, did I just really fuck that up? Sorry about my language. Okay, I just messed that up. Okay, for the leg, we have this latch where you can open up and it reveals a hole. I'm not sure this is actually meant for like customizing, but I'm just gonna guess that they do have plans to make like a Tallgeese at least, or maybe the Mercurius or the Vi8 at least. Pure Premium Bandai or not, they do have plans, or it is possible to make it. This is just my assumption, so don't take it too seriously. The leg articulation, it's kind of interesting. You can go forward to the front 90 degrees, back doesn't work exactly the same for some reason. And then you have a double bent, and this is the part where I should demonstrate now. You have the knee, the way how these connect, you can take this part off, and then there's another back part off you can take off. So, yeah, but yeah, it's kind of hard for me to do it in front of camera, but you can now pull this part back, and then you can easily take off the legs or separate the legs very easily. So I was wondering why they were doing this, and someone told me that this is a lot of people who customize or color their kits tend to like take apart the kits like sections. So this would definitely actually help those who customize or paint their kits very often. So that's that. Okay, for the feet, nothing too special, just your ball jointed feet, and then you have this part which is actually connected to a small ball joint in front and tends to pop up a little bit easily if you're not careful, but it's really easy to put it back in, so just letting you guys know. Once again, the side does have a swivel on the top, but it doesn't really go 360, but it works, and then you can go to the side. About that. Now for the equipment, I'm just going to go with the easy ones first. We have the machine gun. You can just attach it right on the hand, plug it in, and there you go. And then you have this handle. You can pull this down to the side, and then you can attach the other hand if you want to do so. Of course, it would require you to take off the hand guard. So that's that. And then we have the beam saber. Just plug into the hand, and there you go. Easy as that. Okay, for the shield connector, you're gonna have to take this part off. So depending on what you do, you are going to have to you are going to have a leftover piece of this or this. So you can just clip it in since it's two pegs and there's two holes on the shoulder, and there you go. The shield itself is connected to a ball joint section right over there, so it can move pretty much easily if you want to do so. And yeah, sorry about that. That was not loose, just me pulling a little bit too much. And then yeah, you can pretty much do any pose that you want to do so. Problem is the head does not move, so it might be tricky to do certain poses or make it look naturally. I'm gonna take a just to make sure. I just want to test this out. I just realized that handle, so yeah, yes, it does fit. So if you want to do so, you can actually use this as a handle of the shield if you don't want the shield be, hanging around the shoulders. So yeah, that was pretty much it for the review. I mean, this is a very basic, simple build, high quality kit. It's not even expensive. I got this for $12, and I believe in some countries it should cost $11 or $10. So I would definitely recommend this to anybody. This would definitely be a beginner friendly kit. That definitely would make a great gift to anybody since it's a cheap kit, yet high quality. Anyway, thanks for watching the review. This was the review of the HG Leo. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. And I will see you guys next time.